Hi Pisces, this is Just with your March 2021 general read. Hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. For those of you who are interested in the 2021 yearly reading for the entire 2021, you can check that out in the description box below, along with the extended love reading for this love reading for those of you who may still be interested in learning a little bit more about this reading. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I know it's been a little bit. I can tell you this, Pisces season always gets to me. It always has. It probably always will. And for some reason, when I went to do your reading, I could not do it. I had to take to my bed. I had to rest. I was so tired and I was tired. My energy was zapped and I just couldn't even bring myself to do it. So I do apologize for missing your reading the last time, if it even matters to you. But let's get into your reading now. For those of you who are employed, it looks like you have found your place. Some of you, you work with very familiar people, or you've made, friends. You have a really nice, what seems to be a really nice rapport with people that you work with. Money is going to be looking up for you, employed Pisces, as well. And everything seems to be kind of coming together quite nicely. You might find yourself overworked at some point. But it won't be anything that you can't handle. You're finally working in a place where it demands more of you, and you kind of like that. Even if you have to work more, you kind of like that. You probably came from a place where you didn't have much or you weren't being challenged enough, and now you are, and you're okay with it. You may also be seeing a relationship. You may be giving someone at work, or the people the people that you work for, you may not be seeing things the right way. Some of you may have thought negatively and now you realize that it's a good thing. Others of you, you may be over extending yourself and believing it to be so great and grand, only to later on realize that, wait a minute, this company or the place that I work has issues. That you'll find out somewhere down the line. It may not even be until later on this year that it starts what you thought. The whole theme of your reading, is what you think is going to happen isn't going is going to change at some point. That's the theme of your reading. Hopefully I can find a tag that makes sense with that. Those of you who are unemployed, even though money may be a problem for some of you, you're protected, you're okay. So you will still be able to suffice and take care of yourself and do what you need to do. There also may be a job that's coming right around the corner. So your wishes will be very soon fulfilled. Again, just however you're entering into something, it's going to change in a different way down the line. And for all of you, the timing of that change will be relative. Well, what happened for those of you who are self-employed? Self-employed Pisces. For some of you, there may be issues. If you had a business with family, friends, or even lovers, it's some problems there, and now it's spilling over to your business. So for some of you, you may turn into a partnership to now just one. And it kind of has come out of nowhere over a fight, a fallout, some type of breakdown. Hopefully it's not a shakedown. Hopefully it isn't anything legal involved, but it could be. It could be something that has come up with business regarding legal issues. And now everything is kind of almost feels like it's crumbling, or it's at least at a standstill. Some of you, because of some issues and dramas in other areas of your life, if you own your own business, you may have to shut down or take a break from that for a minute. Hopefully everyone's health is in good condition and it has nothing to do with that. I do see that money will be coming out of the blue for some of you here. You don't see that happening. Others of you, if you've been in a bad place, things are turning around. As I said, things are really starting to turn 180 for some of you. So if you've been having a hard time, you will start to experience good times. And those of you who's been up will probably find yourself on the reverse end. So there is this reversal effect happening. There's issues with love here, right? With people, family members could be problematic at this time. For some of you, you're here, there, everywhere. Your mind could be racing. You're trying to get a lot of things accomplished and almost feeling like you're not doing anything. Be careful with the drinking. Be careful with your emotional side, because you're going to run yourself right into your toxic state, your toxic ways. And you may have a friend, a buddy who's always up out for a good time right along with you. They'll be there to drink with you and they're down for whatever. Be careful with that. It's not going to solve the problem. It'll feel good in the moment, but it is not a remedy. But you guys know that. Pisces, you know all about that. Home life looks a bit challenging as well. You may have issues with a child who could be very rambunctious or, kids being kids to some extent. I also get problems with children at school. I also feel you're more agitated than normal, aggravated. Also, it could be someone that you live with, agitated, aggravated, and people are at odds in the home, or you just may be very conflicted. Again, emotional discord within you that you may unfortunately be trying to remedy with your vices. And for everyone, the vices will be different. And some of you, be careful because you're going to blow money that you really can't afford to lose. Okay. Some of you, you may have invested or put time and energy into something that now you feel was worthless, was pointless. Okay. And that could show up in any area of your life. But again, like I said, things are going to change in an unforeseen way. So don't hold on to any negativity because I'm telling you, things are going to change for you in ways that you have no idea. You have Jupiter in your 12th house, in your house. You might as well have Jupiter in Pisces, right? So with that being said, those are hidden blessings. And I do feel you guys have this hidden blessing coming to you. That's what it feels like to me. You have a reason to be happy and to be pleased. You have, for some of you, especially unemployed Pisces, you will get more of a blessing than you even asked for. But again, try to overcome any of your vices. Don't result to heading towards finding a way to numb yourself because it's all going to work out. Let's get into love. Well, you see it's unrequited, but someone is staying positive. I feel like some of you are in a challenging place. And that's for all the signs I've been seeing, a lot of signs. And the theme of this year, quite frankly, is challenge with relationships, whether in relationships or not. That's not for everyone, but certainly for some of you. Those of you who are single, well, the challenge for some of you is that I feel there's no I in us, right? So if you want a relationship, if you want to be in a couple, you've got to kind of make some type of concessions and sacrifices to be a couple. Some of you want like a relationship a la carte. Singles a la carte. Yes, I'm with you a day or two. I call you today. Maybe I won't call you for another few days. I have other things to do. Well, I have a lot of people that's interested in me. It's almost like I want a relationship. For some of you, you want a relationship, or you're meeting people who want relationships that are tailored to satisfy them, right? You also could be attracting people who are very egotistical, self-interested, right? Self-focused. You could be, especially if you travel a lot and you meet people and you're very open to many people, you could find yourself attracting people who are married in relationships, who are living with someone, but they like a lot of attention. So those are called those fair weather people coming into your life. You do have a lot of interest coming your way, but these are people who are coming out of a bad place or still trying to sift through issues in their existing relationships, as I just mentioned, or past relationships. But be careful with that. You have the past. Your exes are wanting to come back in, but they're wanting something real at this time. So I feel like you guys are turning your back on the past. Pisces single ladies, you have been single for a long time. Some of you may say, just, I am single, like the way that you've been single long back in the days when there was no social apps, no social media apps and that sort of thing. I'm single. There's been no one, just me. And you longed for a long, stable, long-lasting relationship, one that you can have forever. Some of you also have been thinking or focusing more on your finances, but some of you, don't tell me you've given up on love. Don't give up on love. Some of you may feel like you've given up. There may be someone that you can't get your mind off of. Single Pisces ladies, you've thought of this person constantly for many years. If this person has been apart from you for years, it's been all that time you've thought about them. Some of you may have thought of someone at least once a day. They go through your mind at least once a day for many, many years or for quite some time. You're letting that go. You're finally trying to give that up and be done with it. Others of you may be getting out of your way and no longer wanting to kind of be guarded and defensive. You may be opening yourself up That's not what this is saying. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's actually saying the reverse. Yeah, some of you are giving up on love. Don't do that. That's what I'm saying here. More prominent that you're giving up on love. You are taking a step back, and I have to tell you, for some of you single Pisces ladies, if it isn't you that is going through a state of mourning, right? It's like, okay, I need to let this go. I need to move on, but one last cry, that type of thing. If you feel fine and everything is great, do know that there's someone mourning you. 100% they're mourning you, or you're in a bit of mourning over someone. It doesn't have to be tears and actual crying, but it can be a feeling within that, it's like, damn, why did this have to happen? I missed the person, that sort of thing. So there's that. Pisces single men, I feel that you probably was getting out there, you were getting interested in love, but you really don't want a traditional way of relationships at this time. And you're holding back from relationships. I do feel like you have someone who they know what to do. They know how to get your response. They know how to get your attention. But I feel like even in that, you're taking a step back. Some of you Pisces single men, you will resume love again and be open to okay, I'm going to read it two different ways. Some of you, when we get into Cancer season, you are opening your heart up again when it comes to love. But it's not like that's going to be a main focus for you. You will be focusing on other things. I also see a lot of trips, traveling, kind of going out and exploring life on your own. For some reason, what I'm picking up with Pisces single men is more of an Aries energy. Some of you obviously may have that in your chart, or Aquarius. So you're taking on more of a fiery or eccentric style of singlehood. I love love, and yeah, it would be nice to be with someone, but I can do better on my own. I've been doing really good by myself. And so even though love kind of calls, it's not that you don't answer or you ward it off. It's like, if it's going to come, and when it comes, I know, and I'll deal with it then. But in the meantime, I'm going to get out and do my own thing. That's what I see. Pisces couples. I'm going to tell you right now, for those of you who are in a relationship and you can resonate with any issues, issues in your relationship as we speak right now, the extended is for you. Wherever you are in a problematic relationship, it's almost like you'll be shocked how this all turns around. And this is a double message for any of you that has Sagittarius in your chart. So let's get into this. I see that someone's put a bad taste in your mouth. And right now, either you can't get it off your mind, or you're focusing on work and other things rather than this person. Okay. Now they want to come back in and try to work the situation out. The problem here is that somebody is cheating. Someone is unethical. I even seen, when I first put the cards down, that someone has been juggling a couple of people, and they've done both of the people wrong. Neither person is happy with that person. And someone may have wasted money gambling or on other people. I feel that someone here, the challenge is there has been hurt words. Someone has done something, said something that was very hurtful and almost to some extent unforgettable. Unforgivable, excuse me. Unforgettable and unforgivable. This is karmic. This is karma. The problem, if there is cheating in this relationship, whoever cheats, they're constantly getting found out. They're constantly getting caught. So this may not be the game for them. But someone kind of can't help it. They find themselves always they like to play. They like to play a lot of mind games. They feel like they have control over everything. Yeah, some of you're dealing with a liar. Some of you guys are dealing with a liar. But the problem with that is they don't understand that you're not of this earth, right? They don't understand that you're tapped in. You're all the way tapped in. And so you can feel things and see things, and whatever you don't feel and see, when you go to bed, there's a story. It's written out for you. Am I right or wrong? I know all about dreaming and messages coming through dreams. So I feel you guys are very aware of what's going on, whether you tell them or not. You have someone here, and this could go vice versa, guys. This could be someone, your cross watcher, you could be doing this to them, but they know. They're very aware. And it's not going to be so easy, at least right now, for what I'm seeing. This situation, it seems to be extremely problematic. Hurt words exchange, anger. Someone is here, there, and everywhere. And even though there's unrequited love, and that means that either the two of you are not on the same page or someone has lost love for the other person, still someone's staying optimistic here. And it, possibly, I'm assuming it's the person who is doing wrong. But it's unrequited. Someone is saying that I'm not getting my needs met. I don't love you the way I used to. You don't love me the way you used to. That sort of thing. Someone also may be doing reckless acts, not thinking before they act. They're just doing anything to hurt a person. They're doing anything, saying anything to hurt someone, or to get revenge, almost, it feels like, to some extent. That's for a very small percentage of you. That's not all of you that I'm speaking of. I feel like someone's going to they're trying. Someone, whoever's done wrong, they're trying to figure out, how can I get back into this person's good graces? How can I make this work? But what they really need to do right now, as I'm speaking to you, what they need to do, they're not qualified to do. What they need to do to fix it right now, as I'm speaking, they are not qualified to do. And they know that. But because they for such a long time has been able to control and manipulate and make things turn into their favor, they feel like they can do it once again. But karma is here. Karma is here. So their powers, even in manipulation, whatever tactics they're using, is not working this time around. But in the extended, things do change. So if you're interested, you can come on over, click the link in the description box below. There you'll find all the details that we go over with the extended. For those of you who would like a personal read with me, you can click the link to my website, set something up for yourself. And if you're new, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Again, happy birthday, Pisces. Take care, guys.